Good morning, friends of the internet. Today we are back again in our IS-7. Our platoon mate's going to be running his IS-4, so hopefully we will be a force to be reckoned with. Like I said, I can't say nothing bad about this tank. I absolutely enjoy it. If you put it in the right positions, this tank can just be unstoppable. But it does have its weaknesses, and if you do know its weaknesses, you can handle this tank. So, with that being said, we're going to take this big beast out and see if we can get ourselves in a little bit of a fight. So, let's go ahead and find ourselves a match, shall we? All right, guys, let's see what we are dealing with here on Dragon Ridge today. Like I said, we should be a pretty good force, but oh, there we go. 113, E100, IS-7, a bat chat. We got to be careful. There's a couple solid tanks. We got to be careful. So normally, what I like to do is I like to roll this right side. Ever since they changed this map, it plays a little bit different since they took out the water region and they added the extra road in, the extra hills. They kind of flattened and smoothed the hills down a little bit. It plays a lot different, but I still find if I go to the same position, which is right up here, I have two opportunities here. I can see stuff to my right, and I can kind of set in this little draw right here.
They found us.
Right here. And you can see I can see stuff to the right, but I'm kind of behind a hill. I can still see stuff up on the hill like normal, and I can see stuff that comes around this rock here. So I'm in a pretty good position right here. The only thing that really causes you problems is if your tanks that are down on that right-hand side collapse on you and allow those guys to come up there. Other than that, you can hold this position fairly well. The 113 popped out on me there really quick, and I took a snapshot, which I probably shouldn't have. I know better than to do that. I know better than to just have it pink on my radar and then go ahead and shoot. So I went ahead and I threw a round up there, and I really don't think I should have. So I see we got some help over here to our right. I didn't even notice this medium pop up on the radar till just then. And then I was like, wow, what is this? And I was trying to, it's an AMX-30. So I got to be careful of him because he can be deadly if he gets around me. So I'm just kind of keeping eyes on this corner and up on the hill and letting those guys behind me do work. So then I see this E100 and I'm like, I'm going to put a shot in this low plate, but I'm going to back up because I don't want to get hit in the top of the turret from him. That's the one thing about this. With him being able to look down on me, he should be able to smash down on me pretty hard or hit my upper plate pretty hard. So I got to be careful, especially the way that I'm angled. Now I got Artie's attention and I got everybody's attention now. So now I got this E100, I got the Artie, I got an AMX-30, and I got a 103. That's 2 rounds from the Artie. So now I'm starting to realize that this Artie is a pretty fast shooting Artie. So I got to be very, very careful. There, I already took it out. So right there I said, okay, enough's enough. I've flirted with danger enough. I'm going to back up behind this hill where this Artie can't get me. Get into a better position. Even though I didn't want to be here, I wanted to kind of stay where I was at. With that Artie shooting the way it was, I can't stay out there in the open. He just nicked me just a little bit, and he took a little bit of damage off me. Didn't really hurt anything on my tank. But still, I can't stay out there and flirt with that much danger. But this allows me to come up this hill, get a nice shot at this 103. This 103 thought I was probably still down below or something. I don't know what his plan was, but look at him. Look at this guy. He's just bum rushing everything. He's YOLOing it. YOLO! How's your game, nerd? I don't know what that guy was thinking. I really don't. So then I thought, man, is this E100 going to do the same thing? But then apparently he got backed up a little bit. So I was like, okay. Let me roll up on this guy, kind of push him back, say, hey, guy, I'm still here. Let him know that I'm here. He turns the side of his tank, and I was like, what's this guy doing? I was like, all right, well, give me a shot there. So I see a bat chat, and I'm like, oh, I got to back up. I got to be careful. So I back up. The Artie's dead, so I don't have to worry about Artie at this particular point. So at this point, I'm thinking I got to push these guys a little bit. And I'm looking, and there's the IS-7, but that's behind us. I don't have a shot on this guy. I take a quick look. I go, I look. I'm like, where did these guys go? Are these guys literally running up the hill? There's no way that this just happened to me, I'm thinking. Where are these guys going? I'm like, what are they doing? So I put one into bat chat before he got away because I wanted to make sure he was weak. But look at this guy. Gives me his whole ass to his tank. Like, what was this E100's objective here?
Nice shot.
So I put one into his butt. He starts to turn his turret. I'm like, I have no idea what these guys are thinking. He's trying to get a shot at me. He bounces around. I put one more. He's going to get away from me. He's going to just get up this hill. But I was in shock. Like, why would this E100 push all the way down that hill at me with the bat chat? Like, the bat chat could have came around me and got behind me and got me turned and got the E100 to just push me. And they probably could have put some serious hurting on me. But instead, they chose to turn around and drive up this hill, which made no sense to me. But it was nice little ass shots for me, so I figured, you know what, I'll take it. So now my slow ass starts to climb up the hill. Like, why would you even do this? Look how slow I am. Like, you're so exposed just to just like climb up this hill. But I would never do it, but they did for some reason. So by the time I get up this hill, pretty much everything's dealt with. We only have 3 tanks to deal with right now, which is stellar. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start pushing to their spawn because they're clear down there, and hopefully I'll find this IS-7. So I start pushing across the middle here. Those guys held that right side very well, so I was pretty happy with that. It allowed me to deal with the 103 and the E100 and the bat chat. And I don't know whatever happened with the AMX. I don't know if he dipped out and went someplace else, but he never came after me either. If those 3 tanks would have teamed up on me, we would have been in trouble. But so I roll up here. I'm looking. I know that 7's back here. I seen him back here on the map. So I'm trying to get my binocs to set here.
They found us.
And people always ask me why I use binoculars on this tank, and this is why. So I love to have the view range to be able to see something. If I get 6th sense like that, and I have binocs and I can see him, that's one of the reasons I throw down a camo net and binocs. And people always ask me, you know, I get so much grief in the comments from a guy that's always asking me, why do I have an assault tank with binocs and camo net on it? And I'll answer that question for you right now. I feel that it's the most advantage for me in the long game. Maybe not so much the short game, but the long game, most definitely. Because 90% of the time, I'm either one of the last tanks that's alive, or I'm the last tank alive. So I like to be able to, in those engagements one-on-one, to be able to see guys before they see me. That's why I run binocs and camo nets. Now right here, this IS-7 decided he was going to dig in here. I don't know what his plan was. I went to put a shot into his low plate, and he dipped down. His nose dipped down just in time, and then he came running out. So I thought, okay, I'm going to put one right here in the back of him when I get loaded. Now watch this shot right here. I get ready to do it, and he turned, and I hit that armor on the side of his tank. He turned just in the nick of time. I was getting ready to put it in that soft spot right on his ass end, and then he turned, and I hit that side armor. But to answer your question again, that is why I run binocs and camo net, because if I'm on a one-on-one engagement, I'm the last guy left, and I got a lot of tank left, and I know how to protect my tank. That's why I like to do it. I like to sit there, look across the field, wait for them to come to me, and then go ahead and make the engagement. We did 3,518 that round. We only blocked 750. We didn't get in really too big of a fight. Most of the stuff left us, but it looks like we was 3rd on the team. So I'll take it. We're our platoon mate. He did almost 2,100, so not a bad game for us. I think the other team just kind of struggled a bit. We shot 13 rounds. We direct hit at 11, and we pinned 8. So I'll take it. We didn't, we took the 1 hit from artillery, and that was about it. We engaged the 100, the 103, the 113 we missed. The bat chat, he got away until we put 1 round in him, and then we got 1 shot into that IS. So not a huge game for us, but still a great game. But I wanted to kind of explain why I did the binoculars the way that I do, and that's why I run them that way. I don't care if I have binocs on or camo net while I'm fighting face to face. It means nothing to me, and nothing else really helps me except the repair kit. So I don't worry about my reload times. I mean, reload times are reload times. But I enjoy running the binoculars and the camo nets for that long game. If I find myself in that engagement, I have that advantage on the other guy. So that's why I run them. I just wanted to clarify that for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting new YouTube content and when we're live streaming. And if you haven't checked us out on Twitch or YouTube Gaming, come hang out, be part of the audience. If you're new to those channels, smash those follow buttons. So again, guys, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for all the support on the channel and the series. And until next time, we'll see your face on the battlefield. Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you enjoyed that video, hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe for future videos.